Hello guys, today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how to do the macro focus stacking process using Photoshop. It's a quick tutorial that I did at the Warner Robins Club, and so I just want to do this quick video so I could post it to the Facebook page so they can reference back to the video on how to perform the steps. So I'm going to go ahead and launch Photoshop. There are other software that you can use for macro focus stacking that work a lot faster. One of them is called Helicon Focus. It's one of the programs I also showed during the tutorial that I did in the class. Unfortunately, I don't own the program. I'm using a trial version. But it does it a whole lot faster than Photoshop does. So here we are in Photoshop. I'm going to go ahead. I've already taken the shots. I took a stack of 9 pictures of a flower that I shot, and so that's what I'm going to do the focus stacking on. So your first step is to go to File, go to Scripts, and then go to Load into Stack. Click on that. Then you want to browse, hit the browse button and browse to where the photos are located. So this was shot with my A7 III and macro flower. So here we're just gonna select all. So we hit Control A, hit OK. That loads all the pictures in here, and then you hit OK again, and what that'll do is it's going to load them over here on the right side. As you can see, they're getting loaded. Let me close this window so you can see better. So we have a total of 9 photos. The next step after you bring them in to Photoshop, one thing I wanted to show you real quick is how you'll notice, like this picture right here, notice this petal here is kind of in focus and then everything else is out of focus. But as you go down into the stack, I was moving my camera forward. So I'm going to go ahead and show you that real quick, so you can see how the focus was changing. So that's the last picture. Notice that the petals are more in focus there, and then the next picture up just kept moving out, and then most of the flower petals are beginning to become in focus. And then notice the center, the stamen here, is becoming blurry again. So that's just wanted to show you that real quick so you can see how that works. I'll just go backwards again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And basically that's just me moving the camera, moving the lens forward, just a millimeter at a time. This was shot, by the way, in manual focus at f2.8. And the lens was a 17 to 28 to 75, and I was about at 50 millimeter, around there. All right, so now that we got the pictures in here, the next thing you want to do is you want to align the photos. So you want to make sure that you have all these pictures selected here. So you want to click on the first one up here, and then you want to go down to the bottom one and hold down Control Shift, click on the bottom one, and that kind of highlights all these pictures here. Then you want to go to the Edit menu and go down to where it says Auto Align. Click on that. You want to select Auto for the projection type, and then hit OK. It's going to go to work and align the pictures. So it's done aligning. That process goes pretty quick. And then once it's aligned, the next step is to is to blend all the pictures together. So same menu, you're going to go to edit, and this time instead of picking auto line, you're going to pick auto blend layers, and you're going to be presented with this menu here. The question that it's going to ask you is if you want to do panorama or stack image. Obviously you're going to select the stack images, and then you're going to select check the seamless tones and colors and the content aware fill. Hit OK there, and this process takes a little bit longer since it's doing a lot of math on these photos. So we'll just be patient here for a little bit. Shouldn't take too long, but the slower your processor obviously is going to take longer. This computer here is not too bad, so it should be done fairly quickly. And you'll know when it's done because the in this stack over here, you're going to have an extra layer, and it's going to have the words merged on at the very top. All right, it's about done. So there we are. Notice we have the merged layer up here. That's the final photo, and notice how sharp the entire flower looks now. That's because it took the sharp portion of each one of the pictures, and then it masked out everything that was blurred. So just to give you an example of what that looks like, let's go down, start at the bottom. All right, this is the first picture, or I should say the last picture. The only thing that was in focus there were these bokeh balls. Second picture, the center of the flower started coming into focus. The next picture up, more of the center was in focus. And then as you can see, it's starting to grab some of the pink part of the flower. And then this time it grabbed a large portion of the right side. And then it's starting to grab the rest of the flower. And that should be the rest of it. So at this point, you're pretty much done. You just highlight that top photo, and you can just go to File, Export, and do Export As. And here you can select the photo, select your settings, and then hit John mentioned this in the class. He says you should make sure copyright and contact information is on your photo. Yeah, that's true. And then some of the other students mentioned that it's really easy to remove it, which it is, but you know, some people don't know about it, the metadata. So I just go ahead and check it, and then hit export. And here you get to give it a name. We'll just call it flower, and hit save. Should save it to the desktop. All right, that's done. So we'll minimize this, and we should have a flower photo. Here it is right here. Double click it, and as you can see, fairly sharp picture. That's a little bit big there, but so that's pretty much it, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. You can post the comments below, and see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.